Alright, hello and welcome to this Let's Build series. I'm going to be building another split level house, and I guess you could consider it to be something of an in-between between the raised ranch, which I did recently, and some of the other splits I've done. So I've already laid out the groundwork for the garage, because that's kind of the base of everything. It determines how far it's going to be from the street, and from the street on this side. It's on a corner lot, so that gives me kind of a justification to make the lot a bit larger, as corner lots often tend to be. It's kind of a selling point in the real estate world. So to start off, we're going to go ahead and build up the garage here, and that's just going to be the usual 7 blocks wide by 3 high. Now we're going to go out another block, and then after that we'll go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe. This is going to be the window for the lower level family room, living area type deal. Now, we're going to put in some more sandstone, more end stone. And the doorway is going to be 2 blocks wide, so we'll do that. So that's the base of it. Now, let's see. Kind of looking at a reference on the other screen here. Let's see, let me open up the other one. It's trying to see whether I should keep it like this or go out one more block before I start working on the kind of mid-level, I guess. You know, let's go ahead and start putting in the kind of roofing before we decide on that, because that kind of is interdependent, I guess. Interconnected, maybe. I don't know. So, let's see, we'll just do it over that. And do the usual sort of quartz slabs as the... I want to say lining, but it's probably like eaves or something. Now, would it work for me to... Let's see. Yeah, I think I had said in another video, but I really miss when you could have the double stone slabs as an actual, like, block. That was nice. It's just trying to see. I don't know. Let me see something. Mind you, folks, this is a let's build and not a strict, you know, tutorial sort of thing, so... I'm gonna give myself room to play around a bit here with this stuff. Let's just use this for the time being. I think that looks pretty much right on the money. Actually, I dare say... Oh, let's see. If I were to add these in, it looks a lot closer to the real deal. So I think I am going to go ahead and build this out by 1 more block. Let's see. I mean, I know obviously stuff doesn't have to be like a 1:1 scale replica, you know, but I like to make things as close to their real life equivalents as I can. So I try to be obviously as accurate as possible. Okay. That looks a bit closer to the mark, but you know what? Let's see. Kind of make this roof something of an overhang, I guess. So what I'm gonna do is just do this. Yeah, I spent like 15 minutes or so just fiddling around with my microphone. Couldn't seem to get it to work. Tried a bunch of stuff, tried plugging it into the back microphone jack on my computer, and couldn't hear any input from it. So I don't know, I figured it out eventually. But I think this is much closer to what I'm going for. Let's go ahead and put in these windows here. Eventually I'm going to use a different material for this. I'm just not sure which material exactly. So, let's see. We're going to make this next part of the house 2 blocks high. So that'd be 1 and 2, I think this would be right. Just trying to figure this out here. Bear with me. So this would be the floor, this would be the one. Okay, this is fine. We're not gonna do the overhang sort of thing with this part of the roof. So we're just gonna make this window 4 blocks wide, then we're gonna add on another 2 to the other side of it. Alright. So this is getting there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make this 3 blocks wide. There we go. Maybe I'll put on shutters too. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and add on another. I know I just keep going back and forth on this, but this is my first time in quite a while building one of these sort of houses. I did one like a year ago, but that was to pretty much totally different standards, so it's kind of apples to oranges, really. So yeah, I think that's a pretty commendable start. Now, so this is, I want to say, like a early 70s, late 60s sort of design. It's kind of designed to mesh with this neighborhood, which is basically of the same general era, design-wise. So that's that. Now, let's build back 12 blocks, I want to say, from here. So do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that leaves 11 blocks for the interior of the house. I believe 11 blocks. I mean, my math is absolutely terrible. It's always been my worst subject, even though English is kind of rapidly taking that role, mostly with all of the ridiculous technicalities of grammar, but oh my god, don't get me started on grammar. Oh my god, that has more exceptions and technicalities than most math stuff, I swear. Suddenly now I can see how people would struggle so much with English and such. I mean, ugh. The essays and such last year were bad, and they still are bad, but my god. Let's see, so this is actually just 6 blocks. Wait, no, it's 7. This seems kind of short in comparison to the rest of the house. Really short and small. I think we'll leave that as is for the time being, though. So let's wrap this around all the way here. And I'll put in the roof, and I think that'll be about the end of this part. Because, of course, as usual, I have stuff to do in MC Edit, and that's just off-screen sort of stuff, you know. So, bring this along, and more end stone, more slabs, more end stone, more slabs. So I'm just trying to think, what else is there to talk about? Not much. Not much. Aside from how much I hate grammar. I mean, you know, I think it's pointless to kind of focus on some of the more ridiculously fine points of it, you know. I mean, so long as your sentence structure is solid, people can actually read your stuff and, you know, understand what you mean when you're talking. I think it's kind of pointless to focus on the technicalities, like who and whom, you know. It's, I mean, you know, obviously it has a role when you're writing, like, really formal stuff or whatnot, but just an everyday casual conversation, and even in probably the majority of school projects, who is really going to bother to differentiate and call you out if you don't? Jeez. School, gotta love it. So, what else? Let me go ahead and fill this in. Bring this part up. Stone slabs all along here, and then we'll bring the quartz around. I don't think I need the quartz block for now, but I don't really have anything else to use in its place, or that I need to use in its place, rather, so hold on to that for the time being. I don't really have anything to talk about. I mean, I never really do. You know, like I said in a different video, I really commend some of the Minecraft Let's Players, you know, some of the people who've been more, relatively speaking, successful than I have, for managing to both, you know, build and play survival or the Hunger Games or whatnot, while still managing to commentate in a reasonably entertaining manner, you know. I mean, I guess my problem is that I am, and pretty much always have been, kind of a, you know, man of few words sort of person. It's just, you know, I say so long as, you know, like I was saying about the grammar stuff, so long as I can convey my meaning, you know, and people can understand what I'm trying to say, which there usually aren't any problems with. You know, I mean, why bother blabbering on to no end, you know? Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just an oddball like that. I don't deny being weird, you know. I don't deny it at all. So this is starting to shape up pretty nicely. Let's go ahead and bring in this part of the roof, and then I think that'll be it for this episode. Not sure what exactly I need to do. I mean, I'm still kind of on the fence about whether or not I should put in a basement. Kind of leaning towards it, actually. You know, even though when it comes to ranch houses and stuff like that, I usually don't. I think I might with this one. Why not, right? Yeah, so I guess with the city, things have been flowing along pretty smoothly. The townhome complex that I'd shown in the furnishing video, that's pretty far along. There's just some landscaping to do on the southern end of it. And, you know, that's part of a much larger development in and of itself. And that's planned to encompass basically 1 or 2 strip malls and a fairly large office plaza, or at least a cluster of a couple of smaller office plazas. And, you know, God only knows how long that's going to take to get together, you know. But hopefully it'll be fun. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Let's see. I'm thinking I should... I don't really know. It looks pretty good, though, for the time being. Yeah, I don't really know what I should do. If I should do anything with this or what, but at any rate, looks like we're basically done for this part. Well, at least I can lay the groundwork for the kitchen, because the dining area is always in this little corner. We'll probably have the kitchen itself kind of along this stretch. Living area here. Lower level down here, obviously. Possibly a basement. And maybe some other stuff too. So yeah, I mean, this is basically just the, you know, skeleton, if you will. Well, not really skeleton, I guess. Skeleton with some skin on it, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so this is just the very base of the house. I mean, it, you know, it gives you a pretty good idea of what it'll look like once it's done. But obviously there is still quite a lot of work until then. So I'm gonna play around a bit in MC Edit. Maybe move it in 1 or 2 blocks further down. This is really a huge house. Perhaps a bit further back into the lot too, because I want to have these kind of butting up against like a lake type deal. And I don't know when that's going to come together, but hopefully soon. But yeah, I mean, that's really about all for this part. I'm not really sure when exactly the next part is going to get recorded. I still have about 3 or 4 days worth of prior video to upload, so probably be about a week or so until this really sees the light of day and you guys get a chance to watch it. So by then I'll probably have the rest of it recorded, because, you know, I mean, you can't really upload without having the finished thumbnail, and to have the finished thumbnail you need to have a finished house. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling at this point. Summarized, yeah, I don't know when I'm going to record the next part, but between this and the next one I'm going to do a bit of an MC Edit, and that'll pretty much be it. In the next video we'll probably be working on the basically walls and floor and stuff, maybe the basement, just kind of laying everything out in general. After that it'll be the more detailed work, like finishing the kitchen and the bathroom and that sort of stuff. And then after that it'll be the landscaping, maybe I'll put in a pool in the backyard, I don't know. Ultimately we will see. So thank you guys for watching, and thanks for, I want to say 116 at the time of this recording. 116 subs. Absolutely unprecedented. I remember about a year ago when I started recording Minecraft videos, I only had like 10 or 11 subs, so you know, that's a literal increase by a factor of 10. So thank you guys so much. It's really awesome. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next episode, whenever that will be.